ating equivalent resistance, determine the total resistance value in series parallel connection. The resistance in a circuit can be expressed to a single resistor. The resistance is between the two given points, where the different points may have different total resistance. So, magbibigay siya ng different total resistance value kung depende yan sa given points kung saan ka kukuha ng total resistance value. Let's say, for example, for this illustration, so we have point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, and then point F. Now, so we have 2 ohms, 1 ohms, 6 ohms, 4 ohms, and then 2 ohms. Let's say, for example, determine the total resistance value at point A and B. So, point A and B. So, pag ganito, ito yung point A and then ito yung point B. So, ibig sabihin, dito tayo mag-e-end sa resistor na ito. Now, so, pag ganito, mag-start ka sa kabila niya. Okay, sa kabila niya. Saan ba yung kabila niya? Ito yun. For the E and then F. So, ngayon nandito ngayon sa point E and then point F. Si 4 and then si 2 ohms. Si 4 connected in series kay 2 ohms. So, consider natin siya as R prime. No, R prime is equals to, since series sila, i-add lang natin yung kanilang value. So, 4 plus 2 is equals to 6 ohms. Now, redrawing the circuit at point A and then B, ito yung 1 ohm. And then, ito yung 2 ohms at point C. And then, ito yung 6 ohms for point D. Okay? Now, yung nakuha mo ng resistance value sa R prime, i-connect mo siya ngayon dito sa ating point C and then D. Anong connection niya ngayon? Connected ngayon si R prime in parallel to 6 ohms. Ano yung value ng R prime natin? Which is equals to 6 ohms also. Pareho sila. Now, after nyan, si R prime and then si 6 ohms connected in parallel. So, therefore, consider natin siya as R2 prime. R2 prime is equals to 6 parallel kay R prime, which is equals to 6 ohms. Where 6, or using the 2 resistor formula, 6 multiplied by 6 divided by 6 plus 6. So, pag ganito, in parallel connection at pareho yung kanyang value, so, ibig sabihin, i-divide mo lang siya sa 2. So, 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3 ohms. Pareho din yun, kahit hindi mo na siya i-divide. Okay? Or using this 2 resistor formula. So, R2 prime is equals to 3 ohms. Now, redrawing the circuit at point A and then point B, ito yung 1, and then ito yung ngayon yung at point between A and C ay si 2 ohms. And then, connected ngayon yung ating R2 prime. R2 prime, ito na ngayon siya, which is equals to 3 ohms. And then, at point D, connected sila kay si R2 prime connected in series kay 2 ohms. So, consider as R3 prime. R3 prime is equals to 2 plus 3 is equals to 5 ohms. Now, nakuha mo na yung resistance value ng mga nandoon sa gilid niya bago magpunta sa point A and then B. So, si R3 prime, kung i-redraw natin yung circuit, ito yung magiging kanyang palalabasan. So, 1 ohms, ito yung point A and then B, and then, ito ngayon si R3 prime. R3 prime, which is equals to 5 ohms. Connected in parallel kay 1 ohms. So, pwede mo na ngayon kunin yung R total niyan. So, R total is equals to 1 multiplied by 5, since sila is in parallel. So, si 1 parallel kay 5, or divided by 1 plus 5. So, the R total is equals to 1 multiplied by 5 divided by 1 plus 5, which is equals to 0.83 ohms. Okay? So, at point A and B, the total resistance value ay 0.83 ohms. Now, another example. At point E and then F naman tayo. Determine the total resistance value at point E and F. Ito ngayon yun, which is yung ating 2 ohms. Now, pag ganyan, kung katulad ng ginawa mo sa A and B, nagsimula ka sa kabila, ito naman, dito ka magsisimula. Yan yun. Ito ngayon yung 2 and then 1. Consider natin siya as R prime. So, R prime is equals to 2 connected in series kay 1. So, therefore, 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. Okay? Connected sila in series kasi in one path lang sila. So, therefore, it's R prime is equals to 3 ohms. Now, redrawing the circuit. So, we have the R prime, and then, ito ang point C and then D, which is nandito ngayon yung ating 6 ohms. Okay? Point D. Now, connected sila in parallel. Now, ito naman ngayon yung nandito, yung 4 ohms, and then ito yung E, and then 2 ohms for point F. Okay? So, R prime connected in 6 ohms and parallel. Okay? Consider natin siya as R2 prime. R2 prime is R prime parallel to 6 ohms. The value of R prime is 3 ohms. So, 3 parallel kay 6. So, 3 multiplied by 6 divided by 3 plus 6. Okay? So, ilan yan? So, R2 prime is equals to 2 ohms. Okay. Now, redrawing the circuit. So, we have the R2 prime is equals to 2 ohms. And then, eto ngayon yung 4 ohms. And then, for the E and F, eto yung 2 ohms. Okay? Now, after nyan, si 4 is also connected in series kay 2. So, consider natin siya as R3 prime. R3 prime is equals to 2 plus 4 is equals to 6. Redrawing the circuit, so we have R3 prime is equals to 6 ohms. And then, at point E, and then F, eto yung 2. Where 6 ohms, or the R3 prime connected in parallel kay 2 ohms. Therefore, the total resistance value is 6 parallel kay 2, or that using 2 resistor formula, 6 multiplied by 2 divided by 6 plus 2. Pero kung automatic na alam mo na yung ganitong formula, pwede mo na siyang i-perform sa calculator. Okay. Now, the total resistance value at point E and F, where the 6 parallel ngayon kay 2 ohms, is equals to 1.5 ohms. Now, another example. So, we have determined the total resistance value at point A and C. Okay? So, R total is at point A and C. Ito naman yon. So, pag ganyan, pwede kang magsimula dito ulit sa 4 and then 2. Consider natin siya as R prime. So, R prime is equals to 4 plus 2. Kasi sila connected in series, connected in one path. So, is equivalent to 6 ohms. Okay? R prime. Redraw the circuit. So, we have the R prime is equals to 6 ohms. And then, eto ngayon yung isang pang 6 ohms na nasa point C and then point D. Connected sila in parallel. Okay? At points A and C, and dito ngayon yung 2. So, dito tayo mag-e-end mamaya to determine the total resistance value at point A and then C. Okay? Ito yung 1 ohms. Now, after nyan, consider natin si 6 ohms and then the R prime na connected in parallel as R2 prime. R2 prime is equals to 6 parallel kay R prime, which is equals to 6. Now, pag ganito ngayon yung natin, again, pareho naman yung value niya, 6 and then 6, so i-divide mo lang siya sa 2. Yun yung technique doon. So, 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3 ohms. Or 6 multiplied by 6 divided by 6 plus 6 kasi using the total resistor formula. So, 6 multiplied by 6 divided by 6 plus 6. So, 36 divided by 12. That equivalent to 3 ohms. So, pareho din yun. Okay, that's for the R2 prime. Now, redraw the circuit. For the redraw the circuit, so we have the R2 prime, which is equals to 3 ohms. And then, eto ngayon yung isa pang resistance value, which is equals to 1 ohms. And dito ngayon yung point A and then point C. Ito yung 2 ohms. Dito tayo mag-e-end. Ngayon, meron ka pang isang resistor dito na kailangan mong kunin yung resistance value niya para mapagsama mo ito. So, since sila is connected in one path, so therefore, sila connected in series. Okay? So, kung R2 prime yung kanina, consider natin to as R3 prime. So, R3 prime connected in series. So, 1 plus 3 is equals to 4 ohms. Okay? Now, by drawing the circuit, again, this is point A and then point C, and dito yung 2 ohms. Ito ngayon yung ating R3 prime, which is equals to 4 ohms. That's for the equivalent for 4 ohms. So, si 4 and then si 2 also connected in, sila? Parallel. So, si 2 parallel kay 4. So, therefore, R total is equals to 2 parallel kay 4, which is equivalent to the total resistance value is equals to 1.33 ohms. Okay, that's for the total resistance value.